Hello, this is Alan from the Mascot Man, and after 15-20 years, I'm drawing again. 6 months in, and I'm trying to learn the hobby again via keeping a sketchbook and attempting to do something creative or artistic every single day. A quote from a good friend and esteemed professional: "You're only an artist the day you handle medium and work on a piece," in the Japanese mastery form of exercising a craft daily. This is just a rare and occasional sidestep. I'm still a scale modelling channel, so don't worry. I would like to talk about the event I just participated in, Artfight, a website and old style social media-esque somewhat competition, but mostly a platform for art sharing or gifting. In short, you create a profile and you populate it with original characters in any form of art, be it furry, anime, traditional. Look at other people's profiles and draw their characters, but it's gamified in a way where it's attacks, defense, points, all this sort of thing to bring modern appeal and really network together everything from young school children all the way to very seasoned and famous professionals across every medium and genre you could envision. It is open to everyone who can make an account, and it's mostly geared towards anime, cartoony, simplified or furry stuff, and it's mostly a very young progressive audience. I found it initially as a beginner artist and to this whole concept incredibly intimidating, and there's a whole list of rules, a way that you upload and hold a profile and participate in the game with layers of community and general etiquette, terminology, and the general mechanics of the whole game. My take was I read everything on the website, which took about 30-40 minutes, and searched a YouTube video that generally held my hand and ran through the whole process from more seasoned and experienced people that participated in this event for the past several years. I was also lucky to have access to friends who are also doing it and giving advice on a Discord server. Armed with this information, I uploaded a couple of character ref sheets that I have connected to my hobby store, and the main reason I'm creating art now in promoting my business and hobby, and just generally ran with it as an additional 30-45 minute task I did every single day in finding someone's character that interests me and giving a go at drawing it, inking it, watercoloring it. In this YouTube dive, the art community is just massive on YouTube, and there's thousands of channels with a lot of videos on everything from art tips, a lot of vlogs on creating art and the process of art fight and preparing and participating. It's also very drama and conflict prone, and some of the drama videos was really confronting and can kind of scare or demotivate. I'm quite an older, mature individual and almost felt uncomfortable entering a space that was majority or had quite a few younger to underage people that found enough seasoned and adult to interact and draw their stuff. Most importantly, even with all the advice and everything out there, I approached the event with the attitude that I was going to give more than take. I'll draw and create art for other people in hope that some of my art would be picked up and reciprocated, either that they were revenging I drew for them and they'll draw for me, or people would find me randomly. It's not necessarily equal or fair, and there are chances that you're not going to have anyone draw your stuff or even interact, or even people get upset if you drew their stuff. But with a little bit of research and knowledge on etiquette and what to do, and reading people's profiles if they were problematic or not, what they allowed or not, they had a permissions section, what you can and can't do when creating art for people. I could have a feel, vibe check what sort of person they are, what art are, what they're looking for and getting in return, and was comfortable drawing things for people that are a bit older and chill about things. And honestly, overall, I had a fantastic experience, and every day found something kind of cool and redrew it in my own image and way of doing things in traditional hand-drawn ink and colour. The majority of the stuff on this website is digital art, which I'm just not that interested in getting involved, as I do a lot of digital stuff in 3D modelling. The event is also open to physical sculpting, media, animation, 3D modelling. You could do anything, but I almost exclusively saw digital art. Overall, across the whole event, I produced over 20 drawings. About a good 80% interacted back and commented quite pleased with what I've done, with a couple promising to cherish and really enjoyed the pieces, even though it's a bit shit and unrefined. I'm pretty much picking this up as a hobby and taking a bit of break from modeling and other things. It's instant gratification, and I've made something pretty cool, finished, and proud of it in a turnaround of an hour or less. I'm not an artist. I don't call myself an artist. This is just something I'm doing on the side, and I'm really enjoying it, especially during such a controversial time of artists struggling, AI being the biggest dominating talking force, and a lot of people entering the space and leaving in absolute mass in the online sphere. In some ways, even in the scale modeling theme, it is a whole new renaissance that's occurring, and I'm all for it. There's everything from plagiarism and theft to amazing resources, and it's the most accessible and easy thing to do in the world. Anyone can pick up and scribble and doodle, be an instant artist with instant gratification and have an instant finished piece. But it's also the most difficult and hardest form to master and be on top of the pile, with very few to almost nobody at the top of the game. Now, my main goal was to find new things to draw, see what sort of community is out there, and improve. Among the 2022 pieces, I felt that since they were all polished and complete finished pieces, not just a quick exercise or activity or something, the improvement is quite massive, from something that's quite static and awkward to starting to build seams and have a bit more fluidity. It's not the most amazing improvement anyone's seen. It's just a month, but I felt that there was quite a bit of growth, and quietly am quite proud of it. I definitely benefited from this. I was motivated. There was so much energy. There was so much activity and chatter on social media. I almost felt a bit withdrawn and excluded, and buying into the whole "there's nothing but bots in the dead internet" theory. But this just felt so alive, and there was so much happening by the minute by minute, hour by hour basis, and it reminded me of a much older website from the scale modeling scene 10 years ago called bakuk.com, where you would make Gundam models, enter it, and go for the World Cup, mostly for the US sphere. But this is where I made a lot of my lifelong hobby friends and got molded into the sort of scale modeler I am here today. So it's almost a very nostalgic experience for me. But for people to draw your art and get a lot of art in return, or defenses, revenges, I mostly notice it's people who are quite experienced or done it for a while, or they had a certain art style or quality they were established, had a social media following, are quite popular, maybe semi-professional, have commissions, but they brought in a follower base and a network of friends where they could interact internally. There is a priority where you draw for people you know before you do random stuff, and secondly, communities or fandoms would stick together and draw each other's stuff, and they generally stuck to their niche they knew. If they liked drawing girls, if they liked drawing guys, if they were in the LGBT sphere, if they were into the furry sphere, the anime sphere, the gaming sort of stuff, and it didn't really mix. I sort of had an attempt and tried of everything, and when I had to go at a furry or anthro character, they were appreciative, but a lot of the profiles or people even said that they don't draw human characters. slightly disheartening, but I wasn't farming or looking to get art in return. I was looking for exciting and crazy things to draw. Secondly, a lot of accounts that got most attacks had quite a few character profiles, OCs, and there was more to choose from, where people could go, I like that, chose it, and drew it. If you had one or two characters with very few pictures, and you have your pictures in the character profile in reference shots, front, side, back, clear look at the body, outfit, everything. People find accuracy pretty important, as people, when they have their character drawn incorrectly, would get pretty upset. And if you don't have enough information to justify it, it's challenging and a bit intimidating to draw some of that stuff unless they're a beginner. But having very clear references is also important for more people to replicate your art. And also quality. If people are going to draw your stuff and hope to get something in return, they want to get it from someone who's a pretty good artist. So beginners generally got pushed to the side where they got a bit of petty art. Some people would look to draw especially for beginners to make them feel included, but it is a very clicky ordeal and event, and I got to feel and learnt quite a bit through all of this. Bit randomly, but all in all, that's my experience. Had a lot of fun. We'll probably give it a crack next year. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay tuned for more. I'll do another video on talking about my process and how I draw, what I'm drawing, that sort of thing. But again, not too much content. It's going to be contained and quarantined into its own playlist. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.